Welcome to Inquiry into Self. And here's where I caught my mind playing silly games that would have stressed me. And here's the inquiry I used to bring that to a halt and instead bring a sense of benevolence. So my friend at work was talking about living in the Philippines and the fruit everywhere, mangoes, papayas, just everywhere. And suddenly this thought came in, oh yes, I need to live somewhere where there's fruit everywhere year round with warm ocean water. So there went my mind down this path, and I was thinking about, okay, well, are there other countries nearby I should compare with? And what does it take to expatriate there? What does it take to move there? I mean, the brain can start doing funny things. And I found myself later in the day feeling like, I don't live in the best place. Like there could be somewhere better. Now, the truth is, I have we're 1 mile from the ocean and redwoods nearby. I mean, it's really a gorgeous place. But that's what the mind does. The mind is always looking for something to get done, some goal to reach, some agenda to have, some problem to solve. So I stopped and noticed, okay, I'm not feeling normal. What's going on here? And I could tell it was from these thoughts. So I stopped and did some inquiry. And for me, after doing it thousands of times, I suppose at this point, it just happens really fast. But I'm going to slow it down here because I'd like you to be able to take any stressful thought you have and chime in. So think of something that feels like you need to get to, you need to fix, because after that, things will be much better. Okay, got it? So you want to phrase it into such and such should be blank. So in this case, I should be living in the Philippines or somewhere similar. And now that you have that thought, you just make it really, really simple. Blank should be blank. Once that happens, everything will be better. Now, first, just check in and feel, what's the impact of having that thought? And there's a lot of unrest the moment that we've got a now and a future, and the future is better. It creates all this unrest in our system. You can feel maybe there's movement or constriction or heaviness or panic even, whatever that feeling is. In my case, I was longing for some place that seemed more relaxing, more supportive, more nurturing. So suddenly there was this imagined idea of something that was going to make me feel a deeper letting go of some sort. Then now just check and see, what if I didn't have that thought? If I didn't have any concept about this future and across the ocean, I would feel really wonderful. I have a part-time job. I live 1 mile from the ocean. I live where we can hike these gorgeous hikes. I mean, I really love where we live. So without that thought, I'd just simply be enjoying my life. So just notice, take your one-liner and see when you're thinking about that, what happens in your system. And then imagine that was gone. Like just for the moment, suppose you had no need for that to happen. Like something was rearranged in you. Whatever you saw was so much better over there. Didn't look so much better. Like this would be equally good. How would you feel if this right now were equally good as that future? If something rearranged in you, how would you feel about that? Then ask yourself the question, do I know that this is true? Do I know that being in the Philippines would be so much better? No, I don't know that. And we haven't been into that future that we're imagining. So do you know that it would solve the problem? Do you know it's something you actually need? Now, finally, this is the powerful part. Not that I would skip any of the others, they're really important. The powerful part is finding the turnaround that makes it crumble. That attachment, that need, crumble on its own because you found the right turnaround. So in my case, I tried, the turnaround just popped in that right here can be just as good as the Philippines. I thought, oh, so like I could live on island time. That was something that had gone through my head. I could buy fruit. You know, you can go to certain markets, you can get mangoes year round. I can go to where there's warm water. I can go to hot springs. There actually are some nearby. But particularly, I realized that vacation lifestyle, something about that had kind of trickled in. So I thought, I can live a Philippines lifestyle here. Everything, if I wanted, is here already. And so I actually put little post-its at a couple places that says, I'm living on island time. So I'm in the relaxed island time now. But letting that, oh, that's right. There's so much nurturing here already. And the opportunity to relax even more is here already. The opportunity to bathe in warm water is here already. So for me, that just, oh yeah, it wasn't really the Philippines I wanted. It was just accessing, nurturing more in my life. And what a great reminder. How wonderful that I get to see, oh, look at that. I didn't know that I was interested in nurturing in those areas, but yes, just opened up opportunities for me to do that. So similarly, you can look and see, what is a turnaround for you? Could it be that underlying need you wanted filled is actually here already? What was that underlying need you were trying to get from a change of circumstance? Is it somehow here already? And there's lots of other possible turnarounds. And I've got lots of videos giving you those examples. So what this brought me into was just the sense that there's benevolence here. And when I'm not paying attention to the mind, I get to flow in that benevolence. But also, deeper than that, it brought me back into a space of openness and presence and gratitude without attaching. And as I sink into that openness and presence and gratitude, it becomes even more accessible to notice that fundamental being that we already are. You know, its richness, its grace is constantly infusing all of life. And when, instead of paying attention to the mind, I'm here and what it is here, then lo and behold, not only do I notice this wonderful abundance here, but I also notice that underwhelming benevolence, that underwhelming grace, that underwhelming life from which it emerges. So give yourself the gift of de-stressing from some particular thought and discovering the benevolence already here.